All right, let's talk about a piece of software that can totally level up your voice chats. Whether you're gaming, streaming, or just kicking back with friends online, this tool is a real game changer. It's called Soundpad, and it basically puts an entire soundboard right inside your PC. So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll break down what Soundpad actually is. Then, we'll get into how it works its magic. After that, we'll look at all the cool features it has, see what real users are saying about it, and finally, run through how to get it all set up.
Okay, first things first. Let's get right to it. What even is Soundpad? And more importantly, what's it for?
You know that feeling, right? You're deep in a game or just messing around on a Discord call, and the perfect sound effect pops into your head. A meme, a song clip, a victory sound, whatever. But how do you actually play it for everyone, right then and there?
Well, that's exactly where this tool comes into the picture. Soundpad is software that lets you pipe high-quality audio directly through your microphone. So it's not just you hearing it, everyone in your chat, your game, or your stream hears it crystal clear, just like they're hearing your own voice.
Okay, so how does it do that? How does it pull this off without some, complicated mixing board or any extra hardware? Well, let's dig in, because the way it works is actually super smart and really simple.
Think about it like this. Normally, the sound from your mic goes straight to Discord or whatever app you're using. But Soundpad, it kind of wedges itself right in between. It becomes this little virtual audio director. It grabs your voice, mixes in the sound you want to play, and then sends that perfectly combined audio out to everybody else. It's pretty genius. And look, this thing is way more than just a button that plays a funny noise. Soundpad is loaded with a whole toolkit of features that make it seriously powerful and super convenient to use.
I mean, you've got hotkeys so you can play sounds in a split second. There's even a built-in sound recorder and editor. It automatically balances the volume for you. And it works with pretty much any voice app and any audio file you can throw at it.
Let's talk about those hotkeys for a sec, because honestly, this is the real game changer. You can literally assign any sound to its own key combo. If you're a gamer or a streamer, you know how huge that is. You can fire off the perfect sound effect without ever having to leave your game window. It's instant.
And get this, what if you hear something awesome online that you want to use? Well, Soundpad has a recorder built right in. You can just capture whatever you're hearing, trim it down to the part you want right there in the app, and boom, it's ready to go. You don't need to fire up any other audio software.
Okay, this next one is a feature you're really going to appreciate. We've all been on a call where someone plays a sound that just blows your eardrums out, right? Or it's so quiet you can't even hear it. Well, Soundpad has volume normalization. It actually analyzes your sound files and adjusts them to match your own voice's volume, so everything is smooth and consistent for everyone listening. No more jump scares.
All right, so the features sound great on paper, but what do actual users think when they get their hands on it? Let's check out what the community is saying.
This first one tackles a big question I'm sure some of you are thinking. Is it worth paying for? And this person says, absolutely. They were worried about performance, but they found there's just no other program like it. It plays instantly with zero lag, and I love how they put it. They said it's a new world.
Here's another great one. This user points out that it seems simple, but it's surprisingly good and convenient. And they gave a fantastic tip. You can set hotkeys to your extra mouse buttons too. How cool is that for super quick access?
And speaking of performance, check this out. Just 11 megabytes. That's the average amount of RAM one user reported it using. For something that's actively messing with your audio in real time, that is insanely lightweight. It's not going to slow your games or your system down one bit.
Okay, so if you're thinking, I need this, you're probably wondering what it takes to get started. Don't worry, it's pretty straightforward, but there are a couple of key things to know.
So, 2 quick heads-ups for the setup. First, after you install it, you have to do a system restart. That's just to get its special audio driver working. And second, there's a Windows setting for DRM validation that needs to be off for Soundpad to do its thing. Basically, it just means you can't play like a protected movie while you're using it. But it's just a simple toggle in the options if you ever need to turn it back on.
As for where to get it, you'll find it on Steam. And it works on pretty much any modern version of Windows, from 7 all the way to 11. It is a paid app. But here's a little pro tip. Keep it on your wish list and wait for one of those big Steam sales. You can usually snag it for a really good deal.
So there you have it. That's Soundpad. It's lightweight, it's powerful, and it's a really fun way to bring some creativity to your online chats. Which really only leaves one question, right? Once you have this thing installed, with all the sounds in the world at your command, what's the very first one you're going to play?